I'm Charlie from RedBlueTalk, and my channel is all about how politics and government impact your own life. Tonight we're going to talk about fake news. So here's a story in the New York Times. CNN corrects Trump story fueling fake news claims. So what happened is Manu Raju from CNN, which I consider to be a reputable news organization, they had a problem because they had a memo that reported WikiLeaks publicized links dating back to September 4th. It turns out that this memo didn't actually come out until September 14th, which completely changes the implications of who knew what and when they knew it. So CNN basically issued a retraction, Manu apologized for it, and life goes on. That's what I call a mistake. And unfortunately, when people are trying to get things out very quickly, mistakes happen. As CNN had a process, and the process failed. So I guess what I need to understand here is, what is the difference between fake news, mistakes in the newspaper, and total conspiracy wacko theories that make no sense whatsoever? Because all three of them are being lumped together under the umbrella of fake news. Just because the process failed, that's not the same thing as a deliberate attempt to mislead people. I think that these people had sources that were inaccurate, and unfortunately the sources corroborated one another, and they had a problem. But that's quite a different thing from a story that's completely cooked up and didn't happen in the first place. Let me give you an example. Recently there was a story that Michelle Obama was very angry because she wasn't invited to the royal wedding of Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. Turns out to be a total hoax. The AP looked into it and they couldn't find any corroborating story. In fact, the invitations haven't gone out at all. That, my friends, is fake news. Okay, so today's Sunday, December 10th, 2017. There was a tweet from Donald Trump about an hour ago, and it reads, "Very little discussion of all the purposely false and defamatory stories put out this week by fake news media. They are out of control. Correct reporting means nothing to them. Major lies written, then forced to be withdrawn after they are exposed, ... a stain on America." Well, it turns out that some of the things that Donald Trump is saying simply aren't true. So the Associated Press has this, they have a Twitter account, and then they have this thing called AP Fact Check. And you should definitely check it out. So this afternoon, Trump makes dubious assertions about monuments, lands, economy. Alabama's Roy Moore wrestles with accusations. And we look at the article. The orbit of odd political claims stretched from Utah canyons to the looming Alabama Senate race to crazy as usual Washington in recent days. That's what the AP found when scrutinizing an assortment of statements from President Donald Trump from last week. Trump, surveying the crowd at his Pensacola rally Friday night, said, quote, "Look at these guys. Blacks for Trump. I love you. I love you. By the way, now that you bring it up, black homeownership just hit the highest level it has ever been in the history of our country. Congratulations." The facts are, according to Associated Press, it's not even true, or even close to true. You know, what you have to be able to do is discern the difference between an exaggeration, something that's totally false, like the Michelle Obama example that I gave earlier, which just didn't happen, and mistakes like the one that happened in the New York Times. And if you can do that, I think everyone will start to feel a lot better about this term, fake news. It's usually not too hard to tell the difference, but if you go to websites like Snopes or the Associated Press, or even if you look at the retractions in the New York Times and CNN, you'll be able to tell the difference. That's my thing for today, so please click on like, subscribe, hit the bell icon so you get notifications on Wednesdays. In the evening, I like to do a live stream, and then on Sundays I do a new vlog like this one. Thanks for tuning in, everybody.